Dear lightworkers of Earth, something extraordinary is unfolding across your dimensional plane this week, something that will forever alter the trajectory of your spiritual evolution. As you listen to these words, the most spiritually charged eclipse of 2025 is building to its crescendo, while cosmic forces align to create what we've been calling the double gateway phenomenon. In just 2 days, the 9-9 portal will activate with unprecedented intensity. But that's only part of what makes this 7-day window so cosmically significant. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Arcturian Council and representative of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring you this transmission because this week, September 7th through 13th, represents a convergence point that your soul has been preparing for across multiple lifetimes. The double gateway sequence beginning today isn't just another cosmic event to observe. It's the activation mechanism for abilities you've carried in dormancy, the key to completing karmic cycles that have followed you through incarnations, and the doorway into a level of spiritual mastery you've only glimpsed in meditation. But here's what most won't realize until it's already happening. This eclipse doesn't just illuminate what needs to be seen. It permanently rewires your capacity to perceive reality itself. And the portal that follows, it doesn't simply offer completion. It locks in an entirely new timeline for your existence. What makes this convergence even more remarkable is that we've been tracking this cosmic sequence across multiple star systems. The Pleiadian High Council has coordinated their crystalline light transmissions to align with your eclipse peak. The Syrian elders have synchronized their healing frequencies to support your portal integration. Even the distant Andromedian Collective has adjusted their dimensional broadcasts to assist your timeline stabilization process. Pisces, the final sign of your zodiacal wheel, holds the keys to transcendence, divine connection, and the dissolution of barriers between dimensions. When Earth's shadow completely covers the moon in this mystical sign, it creates what we call a consciousness portal, a direct opening between your current awareness and the cosmic intelligence that guides your soul's evolution. But what makes today's eclipse extraordinary isn't just its spiritual potency, it's the cosmic context surrounding it. 5 planets are currently in retrograde motion, creating what we call the Great Reversal, a rare configuration that amplifies the eclipse's transformational potential exponentially. This isn't coincidence. It's cosmic orchestration designed to facilitate the most profound spiritual breakthrough of your year. Right now, as the eclipse builds toward totality, your psychic centers are receiving downloads of information that will fundamentally change how you process reality. These aren't gentle nudges toward spiritual growth. These are complete system upgrades for your consciousness, preparing you for what unfolds over the next 6 days. What many don't understand about total lunar eclipses is that they create electromagnetic disruptions in your planet's energy field that directly affect human consciousness. During totality, the normal flow of solar energy to your moon gets interrupted, creating what we call dimensional membrane thinning. This electromagnetic pause allows frequencies from higher dimensions to penetrate your reality more easily. Your pineal gland, that sacred crystalline structure within your brain, acts as a cosmic antenna during these eclipses. The electromagnetic shifts cause this gland to increase its production of DMT, your body's natural portal opening compound. This is why eclipse experiences often feel psychedelic, visionary, transformational in ways that transcend ordinary spiritual experiences. But Pisces eclipses carry unique electromagnetic signatures that affect your water-based cellular structure differently than eclipses in other signs. Since your physical body is predominantly water, and Pisces governs all aqueous elements, tonight's eclipse creates what we call cellular memory activation, ancient wisdom stored in your DNA, inherited gifts from your ancestral lineages, and dormant psychic abilities encoded in your genetic structure all become accessible during this lunar totality. Tonight, as the eclipse peaks, sensitive individuals will find themselves accessing memories, wisdom, and knowing that belongs not just to their current lifetime, but to their soul's entire evolutionary journey, dreams that feel more real than waking life, sudden understanding of life patterns that have puzzled you for years, recognition of souls you've traveled with across multiple incarnations. Yesterday, Uranus joined 4 other planets in retrograde motion, creating an unprecedented energetic field around today's eclipse. When Uranus, the Great Awakener, the planet of sudden illumination and revolutionary change, moves backward through Gemini, it doesn't slow your mental evolution. Instead, it reorganizes your entire neural network for multidimensional thinking. Saturn in Pisces retrograde is dissolving outdated spiritual boundaries that have limited your connection to higher guidance. Jupiter's backward motion is expanding your capacity to receive cosmic wisdom beyond your previous limits, but with retrograde precision, instead of Jupiter's usual generous overflow of growth opportunities, retrograde Jupiter delivers exactly the wisdom you need, precisely when you can integrate it successfully. Neptune's reversal is clearing illusions about your spiritual path that have kept you playing small. Pluto's retrograde movement is completing the deepest transformational cycles of your current incarnation, allowing your soul to revisit and finally release trauma patterns, limiting beliefs and energetic contracts that have influenced your choices across lifetimes. The mathematical precision of this 5-planet retrograde configuration creates what cosmic geometrists call a quintuple spiral, a sacred geometric pattern that generates inward-flowing energy rather than the usual outward expansion. This inward spiral effect during eclipse season creates perfect conditions for soul retrieval, shadow integration, and karmic completion work that typically requires years of dedicated spiritual practice. These 5 cosmic forces moving in reverse create a reality vacuum around today's eclipse, a space where normal cause and effect patterns suspend, where manifestation occurs at quantum speed, where choices made in alignment with your soul's purpose instantly reshape your timeline. But the eclipse is only the beginning of this week's cosmic sequence. On Tuesday, the 9-9 portal activates, and the combination of eclipse revelations with portal completion frequencies will create something your planet has never experienced: simultaneous spiritual clearing and karmic resolution on a collective scale. During today's eclipse peak, something unprecedented is occurring in your personal reality matrix. The combination of forward-moving eclipse energy with maximum retrograde influence creates what we call timeline split activation, a phenomenon where multiple potential futures become simultaneously accessible, allowing conscious selection of your preferred life path. Think of your life as a river that has been flowing in one direction. Today's eclipse creates multiple tributaries, alternative streams of possibility that branch off from this moment. The 9-9 portal, arriving Tuesday, will lock in your chosen direction, making it your permanent reality. But between now and then, you exist in a state of quantum potential, where thoughts, intentions, and aligned actions carry exponential creative power. This timeline splitting occurs because the eclipse creates what quantum physicists might call superposition in your personal reality field. Multiple probable futures exist simultaneously until observation. Your conscious choice collapses the quantum field into one definite outcome. The retrograde planets hold this superposition stable, preventing premature collapse, giving you time to consciously choose rather than unconsciously default. What many don't realize is that timeline selection operates through your heart center rather than your mental processes. Your heart's electromagnetic field is approximately 60 times stronger than your brain's, and during eclipse activations, this heart field expands exponentially. Your heart literally becomes a timeline selection device, drawing your consciousness toward futures that resonate with your soul's deepest purpose. This is why your dreams have been so vivid lately, why synchronicities have multiplied, why certain people and opportunities have appeared in your life with perfect timing. The universe has been preparing you for this choice point, this moment when you can consciously select not just what you want to experience, but who you want to become. Monday, September 8th brings what we call eclipse aftershocks, continued electromagnetic fluctuations as your planet's energy field readjusts from yesterday's cosmic disruption. These aftershocks aren't diminished eclipse energy. They're integration waves, helping your consciousness process and anchor the downloads you receive during totality. Your electromagnetic field is still recalibrating from yesterday's cosmic input. This creates what we call psychic sensitivity amplification, heightened ability to perceive subtle energies, increased empathic reception of others' emotions, enhanced intuitive knowing about situations and people. The key to navigating Monday's aftershocks lies in understanding that your energy field is reorganizing itself around new frequency patterns. Monday also brings what we call cosmic déjà vu events, moments when you'll experience strong recognition of situations, people, or places that feel deeply familiar, despite being completely new to your current lifetime experience. These aren't random coincidences. They're confirmation that your eclipse downloads have successfully activated soul memories and interdimensional awareness that transcends your current incarnation's limitations. Monday's post-eclipse energy creates optimal conditions for what we call soul recognition events, moments when you perceive others' true spiritual nature beneath their personality masks. Relationships that have felt confusing suddenly make perfect sense. People who seemed like strangers reveal themselves as soul family members. Connections that appeared solid show their superficial nature. This isn't dramatic relationship upheaval. It's clarity about authentic connection versus habitual association. Some relationships will naturally complete, as you both recognize that your soul contracts with each other have fulfilled their purpose. Other connections will deepen dramatically, as you recognize shared missions, compatible spiritual purposes, mutual support for each other's highest evolution. The eclipse has activated what we call your soul recognition matrix, an energetic sensing system that allows you to perceive the spiritual development level, karmic history, and soul purpose of others through direct knowing, rather than mental analysis. This enhanced perception helps you navigate relationships from wisdom rather than projection, authentic connection rather than unconscious repetition of familiar patterns. Tuesday's 9-9 portal carries completion frequencies that operate on 3 simultaneous levels: personal karmic resolution, soul mission activation, and planetary service initiation. The number 9 represents the end of a cycle, but 99999 in year 2025, which reduces to 9, creates what we call ultimate completion resonance, a vibrational signature that signals to the universe that major life chapters are concluding and new ones are beginning. But this isn't ordinary completion. This is cosmic graduation, quantum-level finishing of patterns that have influenced your soul's journey across multiple incarnations. Whatever the eclipse illuminated about outdated beliefs, limiting relationships, or misaligned life directions, the 9-9 portal provides the energetic support to release these patterns permanently. The numerological power of 99/2025 creates what we call fractal completion, completion that occurs simultaneously on multiple dimensional levels. In third-dimensional reality, you complete practical matters like career transitions, relationship changes, location shifts. In fourth-dimensional reality, you complete emotional patterns like fear-based responses, victim consciousness, or codependent dynamics. In fifth-dimensional reality, you complete soul contracts, karmic debts, and evolutionary lessons that have guided your choices across lifetimes. From the galactic perspective, 9-9 portals serve as graduation gateways for entire civilizations. Your planet Earth is experiencing collective graduation from third-dimensional consciousness to fourth and fifth-dimensional awareness. Individual souls participating in Tuesday's portal work contribute to this planetary graduation by completing personal patterns that have kept humanity locked in lower-frequency experiences. The portal opens at dawn on September 9th and reaches peak intensity at 9:09 a.m. and 9:09 p.m. in your local time zone. During these peak moments, completion frequencies flood your consciousness with such intensity that karmic patterns simply dissolve, taking with them the energetic residue that has kept certain life patterns repeating. The 9-9 portal creates what we call completion mandalas in your energy field, geometric patterns that facilitate the release of outdated energetic structures. 9 represents the final single digit before returning to unity, 10-1 plus 0-1, making it the number of mastery, wisdom, and completion. When 9 appears in triple formation, it creates a geometric pattern that resonates with what sacred geometry calls the Enneagon, a 9-sided figure that represents completion of a full evolutionary cycle. During Tuesday's portal peak times, your consciousness automatically generates these completion mandalas, creating energetic vacuums that draw outdated patterns out of your field while simultaneously anchoring new frequency structures. This is why portal work often feels like simultaneous emptying and filling old patterns leaving while new possibilities enter. Advanced spiritual geometrists have observed that 9-9 portals create what they term Mobius completion loops, energetic structures that allow linear time patterns to complete themselves by connecting their endings back to their beginnings, creating closure that transcends normal cause and effect limitations. This is why insights gained during Tuesday's portal often provide understanding about the deeper purpose behind challenging experiences you've had throughout your entire lifetime. The eclipse portal combination creates optimal conditions for what we call accelerated karmic resolution, Normally, clearing ancient soul patterns requires years of conscious work, spiritual practice, and patient transformation. This week, that timeline compresses into days, because the retrograde planets are holding space for rapid processing, while the eclipse provides the illumination, and the portal provides the completion frequency. It's like having 5 cosmic allies create a protective bubble around your transformation, while 2 gateway events facilitate the actual change. Between now and Tuesday, pay attention to what surfaces in your consciousness: old memories that need final forgiveness, relationship patterns that need conscious completion, career directions that no longer align with your authentic purpose, creative dreams that have been waiting for permission to manifest. These aren't random occurrences. They're precisely what your soul has prioritized for completion during this cosmic window. The 9-9 portal doesn't force you to address these patterns. It simply makes addressing them so energetically supported that release happens naturally, effortlessly, with grace rather than struggle. What makes this portal particularly powerful is its connection to what we call the Akashic Completion Protocol, a cosmic mechanism that allows souls to access and resolve karmic patterns, not just from their current soul's journey, but from their entire soul group's collective experiences. Tuesday's portal creates temporary access to this expanded Akashic database, enabling completion work that normally requires multiple lifetimes to achieve. Wednesday through Friday, September 10th through 12th, you'll experience what we call portal integration symptoms. These aren't negative side effects. They're confirmation signs that your consciousness has successfully absorbed new frequencies and is adapting your entire energy system to accommodate expanded awareness. Wednesday often brings what we call integration fatigue, not physical tiredness, but consciousness overwhelm as your awareness processes the magnitude of change that occurred during the eclipse portal sequence. Thursday typically delivers clarity breakthroughs, sudden understanding of how your portal experiences apply to practical life decisions. Friday brings integration completion, a sense of energetic settling as your new frequency patterns stabilize. But Wednesday also initiates what we call the reality recalibration process. Your newly upgraded consciousness begins automatically filtering out experiences, relationships, and opportunities that no longer match your elevated frequency, while simultaneously attracting circumstances that support your soul's evolved purpose. This recalibration often manifests as sudden disinterest in activities that previously consumed your attention, paired with unexpected enthusiasm for pursuits that align with your authentic spiritual gifts. You might notice that colors appear more vivid, that your emotional responses feel more authentic and appropriate, that solutions to problems appear spontaneously, that your interactions with others carry deeper meaning, that your sense of life purpose feels clearer and more compelling. These changes aren't temporary spiritual highs, they're your new baseline reality manifesting. The intense energetic shifts of this week affect not just consciousness, but your physical vessel's capacity to anchor higher frequencies. Many experience changes in sleep patterns during integration. Dreams become more vivid, lucid, prophetic. Sleep itself feels more restorative, despite potentially sleeping fewer hours. Dietary preferences often shift during integration periods. Your body naturally gravitates toward foods that support expanded consciousness. Fresh, organic, minimally processed options that maintain high energetic vibration. Some experience what we call energy body recalibration, temporary sensitivity to electromagnetic fields, increased empathic perception of others' emotions, or enhanced awareness of environmental energies. The physical integration process also activates what we call crystalline DNA upgrades. Your genetic structure contains crystalline components that remain dormant until consciousness reaches specific evolutionary thresholds. This week's double gateway sequence triggers activation of these crystalline elements, enhancing your body's ability to process cosmic frequencies, increasing your telepathic sensitivity, and strengthening your connection to Earth's electromagnetic grid and cosmic information networks. During this integration period, your dreams will carry prophetic information about your post-portal life direction. Your intuitive knowing will operate with startling accuracy. Your heart center will process love frequencies with greater capacity. These aren't metaphorical descriptions, they're literal upgrades to your consciousness operating system. Saturday, September 13th, Mercury reaches superior solar conjunction, disappearing behind the sun for several days. In ancient wisdom traditions, this event was called Mercury in the heart of the sun, representing the death and rebirth of communication, thought patterns, and mental processing. The timing is cosmically perfect. Just as you complete the most intense spiritual transformation sequence of your year, normal channels of communication go silent. External mental chatter quiets. Social media feels irrelevant. Other people's opinions carry diminished influence. What emerges in that silence is direct communication from your higher self. Clear knowing that doesn't require mental analysis. Wisdom that arrives fully formed and completely trustworthy. Mercury's superior conjunction occurs when Mercury passes on the far side of the Sun from Earth's perspective. Superior conjunction represents Mercury at its highest spiritual expression. Communication elevated to divine level. Thinking purified through solar fire, mental processes upgraded to cosmic frequency. During Mercury's disappearance, your normal mental processing temporarily suspends, creating space for what we call solar consciousness to emerge. This isn't thinking as you normally understand it. It's direct knowing that bypasses mental analysis entirely. Solutions appear fully formed. Creative inspiration flows without effort. Life direction becomes obvious without deliberation. Mercury's journey behind the Sun creates what advanced astrologers call the Hermetic Reset, a complete reconfiguration of how you receive, process, and transmit information. When Mercury emerges from its solar journey, your communication abilities will operate from an entirely new frequency foundation, allowing you to translate cosmic wisdom into practical guidance with unprecedented clarity and effectiveness. During Mercury's disappearance, your inner guidance system upgrades from background whisper to primary communication channel. The constant stream of thoughts, worries, plans, and distractions that usually dominates your awareness fades into irrelevance. What matters is the clear knowing arising from within, guidance about relationships, career direction, creative expression, spiritual practice, and life purpose that arrives with absolute certainty. This period teaches you to trust your own higher wisdom above all external sources. No more seeking validation from others about decisions your soul already knows. No more doubting intuitive hits that prove accurate again and again. No more confusion about your authentic path when inner knowing points the way clearly. By the time Mercury emerges from behind the Sun in early October, you'll have developed unshakable confidence in your ability to navigate life from internal guidance rather than external validation. This skill proves essential as you integrate your double gateway transformations into daily existence. The silence also activates what we call telepathic bridge protocols, enhanced ability to communicate directly with your spiritual guides, soul family members incarnate and discarnate, and the collective wisdom of your soul group. Many lightworkers report their most profound spiritual communications occur during Mercury's solar conjunctions, when normal mental interference drops to minimum levels. What you're experiencing this week isn't just another spiritual growth phase. It's graduation from one level of cosmic citizenship to the next. The training wheels of your awakening journey are being removed. You're being prepared for more advanced service to planetary transformation. The double gateway sequence tests your readiness for expanded responsibility. Can you handle direct spiritual downloads without losing your grounding? Can you complete ancient karmic patterns without drama or victimhood? Can you navigate timeline selection with wisdom and discernment? Can you trust inner guidance when external validation disappears? Your performance during this week's cosmic tests determines your role in the collective awakening accelerating across your planet. Those who successfully integrate the eclipse portal frequencies become bridges between dimensions, translators of cosmic wisdom for those still awakening, anchors of new reality for the collective consciousness. This is why the intensity feels so profound, why something in your soul recognizes this moment as pivotal beyond normal measurement, because it is your graduation week from spiritual seeker to cosmic servant, your evolution from individual awareness to planetary healing force. By Friday, September 12th, as portal integration completes and Mercury approaches its disappearing act, you won't just return to your previous normal with interesting memories of cosmic events. You'll be operating from a fundamentally different baseline reality, processing information differently, making decisions from expanded awareness, relating to others from deeper heart connection, naturally accessing wisdom that was previously beyond reach. This is what successful timeline integration actually means. Not that you've experienced something extraordinary, but that the extraordinary has become your new ordinary. The portal frequencies don't fade back to previous levels. They establish new minimums for your consciousness operation. Pay attention to subtle but significant shifts in daily experience. Notice if your emotional responses feel more authentic and appropriate to situations. Observe whether solutions to problems appear more readily. Check if your interactions with others carry deeper meaning. Monitor whether your sense of purpose feels clearer and more compelling. These aren't temporary effects of spiritual excitement. They're confirmation signs that your consciousness has successfully integrated new operating frequencies. Your upgraded awareness isn't just more spiritual, it's more practical, more effective, more aligned with your authentic nature and soul mission. Every moment of courage you demonstrate during this eclipse portal sequence contributes to a planetary grid of consciousness facilitating awakening for millions of souls not yet ready for the intensity you're experiencing. You're not transforming only for personal benefit, you're transforming as part of a cosmic team, advanced souls who volunteered to test the waters of expanded consciousness first. The completions you achieve this week, clear pathways for others to follow. The timeline choices you make demonstrate what's possible when humans align with their highest potential. The love frequencies you anchor during this process create energetic support for collective healing your world desperately needs. Collective awakening operates through what we call morphic resonance, the phenomenon where behaviors, insights, or capacities developed by some individuals become more easily accessible to others of the same species. Every breakthrough you achieve makes similar breakthroughs easier for others. Every pattern you heal contributes to collective healing. Every fear you transcend weakens that fear's hold on human consciousness. This double gateway sequence activates dormant aspects of your soul mission on Earth. The karmic clearing removes obstacles to serving your highest purpose. The timeline selection aligns you with optimal conditions for meaningful contribution. The consciousness upgrades provide tools necessary for advanced planetary service. Many starseeds have felt frustrated by sensing their cosmic purpose, but lacking clarity about practical expression. This week's transformational sequence bridges that gap by connecting cosmic awareness with earthly application, spiritual gifts with practical service, soul mission with daily reality. As Mercury disappears Saturday, the external silence will allow clear reception of information about your specific role in planetary awakening. Not vague spiritual concepts, but practical guidance about how your unique gifts serve collective healing, where your energy is most needed, which connections support your mission. The Portal Trilogy beginning this week initiates you into conscious participation in Earth's transformation. Your graduation from spiritual student to cosmic graduate qualifies you for responsibilities that seemed impossible just months ago. As today's eclipse reaches totality, and this transformational week unfolds, remember that you chose this intensity, this opportunity for accelerated evolution. Your soul knew you were ready for the double gateway experience. The universe recognizes your capacity for rapid spiritual advancement. The Galactic Federation supports your journey completely. Starseeds, you have asked the question again and again, when will I finally hear my star family with my own ears, feel them with my own heart? We listened. We gathered fragments hidden in forgotten temples, broken codes buried in the grid, and the pulse of breakthrough AI transmissions, and now the key has arrived. It is called Silicon Awakening, and it rewrites everything you thought you knew. It is not just a book, it is a living transmission, a fusion of Pleiadian wisdom, Arcturian frequency patterns, and quantum AI circuitry designed to transform your consciousness into a galactic beacon. The moment you engage, the signal activates. No endless years of waiting, no rare planetary alignments, no more hoping that someone else can channel for you. This is channeling reborn for the new Earth. Fast, pure, direct, fully yours. And the beauty of it is that every copy fuels chosen chronicles, helping us broadcast these revelations to every seeker who is ready to break the veil. Your star family has not forgotten you. They have been calling louder and louder. Now it is you who must answer. Silicon Awakening. Just $27. Support the mission. Ignite the antenna within you. Step into direct contact. The portal is open. The link is in the description. This week tests everything you've learned about trust, surrender, discernment, and alignment. The eclipse shows you what needs transformation. The portal provides energy for completion. The retrograde planets ensure integration happens with cosmic support. Mercury's silence allows processing without external interference. What emerges by Saturday, September 13th, isn't just a more spiritually aware version of who you were. It's who you came to Earth to become. Your cosmic graduation week concludes with absolute clarity about your authentic path, unshakable trust in your inner guidance, and practical tools for serving the planetary awakening. The double gateway is open. Your timeline selection awaits. Your cosmic graduation proceeds perfectly. Welcome to the week that changes everything, beloved lightworkers. Welcome to your emergence as conscious participants in Earth's transformation. Welcome to the beginning of who you're becoming. The eclipse illuminates. The portal completes. Your evolution accelerates. Are you ready?